Hello, hello, hello. I got my pink putty and I need to make a video, a therapy video for myself and for everyone else. I cried today in my bed. All chakras are open, wide open. And I cried in the bathroom last night for like, I don't know, 20 minutes or half an hour, non-stop crying. And it's good. People will say, don't cry, oh, it's the end of the world. No, it's not. It's the beginning of everything, you know. It's like, it's being alive. It's being prana. It's doing pranayama. It's thriving. It's healthy. Okay? That's what that is. It's sensuality. It is good to cry. And it is important to sleep. You need a lot of sleep. Very, very important. For your health. For your brain, your precious brain and your precious body. Okay, it's very important that we love our bodies. I love my body and my precious brain and my face and everything about me. Everything in this living spacesuit I love infinitely much. And it's wonderful. Adore. I want to make this a soothing video so that you can fall asleep with my videos, with this video in particular. Some of the other videos are quite relaxing too. I have fallen asleep to my own videos. The light is good now. The sun is going down. It is 5:44. 44 is a good number. It's an angel number. We don't even have a heater on. This is cool. This is warm. I like it. I still have winter pants on with a fleece long pants underneath and winter boots, like big combat boots I have on. They're so nice and comfortable. I like moon boots the best particularly for the house, just walking around the house with moon boots on. They are super. But Paul said absolutely does not allow me to wear moon boots because they have these suction cups underneath the sole, and they might potentially hurt that linoleum floor, which makes no sense, but he insists that I cannot be wearing those because they would be damaging the floors. And that's really sad because I needed those. But these here are pretty good too. So these are really made for like outdoor hiking, stuff like that, or working outside more. I think it even has a steel front, feels like. No, I don't know, no, but it's like really reinforced rubber material. When I was lying in bed, I was trying to take a nap, and the Ice King came back into my mind, and he said, "Nikki, I want to torture you some more." Yes, and that's not very nice. And then I cried again. But it's okay, It's actually healing. He's helping me heal, whether he knows it or not. Yes, he's like some kind of catalyzer, some kind of cathartic agent. That's what he is. I don't know why this is going on. This is so wrong. Don't do that to me. Oh man. And now I forgot what I wanted to say because I was basically ranting and talking to myself in my bedroom, in my bed, looking at the ceiling. And now I forgot the whole thing. And I thought, this is what I need to say in the video. And I talked to the Ice King in my room. And that's the way we have to deal with it. Not taking it out on other people, not wanting other people to cater to our egoic needs. Not putting someone in a closet and saying, okay, I own you now. You're like, you can sit there next to my stuffed animals in the shelf, and you're not allowed to move. You're not allowed to go anywhere. You're not allowed to talk to anyone. You're my teddy bear now. So no, I don't function that way. Okay. Yes, I get triggered. You better believe it. I get triggered really hellishly. Jealousy, all is coming up. I'm not going to let it out on you. I'm not going to tell you, oh, no, I'm not going to say to you that you're a hoe. You probably are, so, but I'm not going to call you names. I'm not going to put you into some kind of emotional vice or something. No, I would never do that. I would never play that game and say, yuck, I, I don't want you home. And, and then get mad if I see him with playing with someone else. No, I would never do something like this. Or talk through lyrics, or talk through troll accounts and come up to me and say, I love you, I just can't say it on my actual channel. That was probably someone else, but just in case it was you, that's a pretty cowardly way of coming up to someone and saying, I love you. My God. Say it directly to me as you. I'm your role model, was that. I'm your big sister, was that. I'm your nanny. Yeah, I am older than you, and I could have been your nanny. I would have been a very good nanny, by the way. I probably would have saved you from alcoholism. Yeah. I had bad nannies in my life. This is not laughing matter, but I laugh about it anyway, so. The psychological collateral damage has already happened. I had a bad nanny she was actually a teenager. I don't understand what went on with my parents, in my parents' brains, to bring me a dysfunctional teenager. Oh my gosh, what she did to me. I'm not going to get into it now. I said to my parents, Ilona, she needs to be beaten and burned. And then they all laughed, like, this is so funny. No, this is not funny. That's a red flag when a child says that. But instead they sent me to a child therapist. But their shit came out there. You better believe it. I packed it all out at Annelise's. Annelise was that real nice. I don't know, I wouldn't say nanny or mother. Annelise was a very good auntie for me, so like a second grandmother. And a smart cookie, and she helped me a lot. She played Casper puppet theater with me. So every good psychologist has a Casper theater in their house. So we went she had a whole play cellar in the basement. It was a souterrain. It had like souterrain windows that were going out to that really big royal park. Her husband was an ambassador, and he was given that house to live in as an honor from the city. I cannot mention the name of the city because I have haters. They will go looking for my parents, so I cannot say it. but they're the real beautiful old house from, it was, I think, guest house for the royalties. Royal garden was royal buildings from 1600 or something. And I don't know who lived in that house actually, but a really large old house. And the place cellar, the windows were going out to that botanical, huge, Baroque garden, really gorgeous, with two canals on each side, and with rose gardens in it, and really gorgeous. We used to go for walks in there. Used to feed the ducks. And in the place cellar, she had a punching bag for me. And I went for it. At age 5, from 5 to 8, I was going to her therapy twice a week. This saved my life. If I didn't have this angel in my life, then I may have ended up like Despina, a friend of mine, same age, who had no boundaries either. And I saw that right away, and I thought, oh, this is terrible. She reminds me of myself. But there was something inside of me. I also have the Medusa, of course. But even, maybe the Medusa would have saved me, even if I didn't have the therapy. But my life would have been much rougher. I could have died. I could have ended up, because I did a lot of reckless things, hanging out with the wrong people and all of that. Could have ended very badly many times. But I also, I have the blue god protecting me, the blue god sphere. But Annalise made it much easier. Annalise gave me insights, created more of a consciousness, of a conscious awareness, of an emotional intelligence, conscious awareness level that was heightened through that therapy. So when I saw Despina was my, in my punk friend circle, I felt really sorry for her. I didn't know she was actually taking heroin. I didn't know if she was taking it at that time, but then few years later, people told me that she died from a heroin overdose, and I knew why. She had no boundaries at all. Like a 3-year-old child. We were 20 at that time. I felt terribly sorry for her. But I was emotionally, mentally struggling myself. So, I don't know, my intuition told me that I cannot hang out with her because she doesn't have boundaries, and I wasn't able to help her at that time, so I would be able to help her now. I would be able to help Mary Maloney, who committed suicide in LA while doing Prana therapy. they had kicked me out of the center because I wasn't taking the pharmaceutical medication. This was totally wrong and unethical. And then during that time, while I wasn't there, while I wasn't participating in the group therapy sessions, this terrible, terrible group therapy happened where Mary's girlfriend broke up with her. They were together and they were living together and they were a couple. And I was also afraid of both of them. I was particularly afraid of Mary because I saw that she didn't have boundaries. Same thing again. So like someone who needs me to fulfill her needs. Most people don't want that. Most people instinctively will walk away. A lot of people in the chat room think that's how I am, but that's a misunderstanding. Totally. I'm just totally, my chakras are wide open, so that gets misunderstood as neediness. No, I'm not needy. I know exactly what I want in my life. Okay. And I don't use anyone to get there. And even if it takes me forever that way. Okay, so I could have helped Mary Maloney. While I was at the center, I was already advanced enough. We were 26. 20, we were 20, no, we were 30 at that time. I could have helped her. I had already enough knowledge and experience and skill. I could have helped her. I would have done anything for her to save her. Amazing artist. You know, I mean, I would not have been in a romantic relationship with her, but I would have held her in my arm. I talked about this many times. I would have held her and I would have said, it's all good, it's all okay. You're gonna make it through this. But I wasn't there. And she had nobody. And the people she went to there, they were assholes. And they didn't even see the warning signs. She was already saying to them that she was suicidal. Nobody listened to her. No one took that really seriously. I would have taken that very seriously. She drew horses like Leonardo da Vinci, an amazing artist, amazing soul. But it's not too late to set up a therapy help center now and help people that really need it. Make it non-profit. I would never charge someone for therapy. And even if that means this will be such slow-paced movement forward, you know, trying to bypass the legal system and all of this, it's okay. Therapy and healthcare should be free for everyone. That's a birthright. Love should be free, you know. I mean, compassion, real love, you know, friendship. That shouldn't be a deal. People shouldn't be charging for that, you know, like a therapist does, or a psychiatrist. Friendship is free and I'm here. I'm here as a friend. And I give love, real love, compassion. And I want nothing in return. I care about you. I care about all of you. I'm here for you, and I feel you, and I understand how difficult this is for all of us. This existence with childhood trauma. And childhood trauma can have many different forms, can be very underhanded, can be very covert, and just hidden, an energetic vibration of pain from the parents or from abandonment. Or the parents watching horror movies all day long. That's trauma. Okay? Being drilled with religion is trauma. Can you imagine people drilled with Islam? What a horrific drama. How can we help these people, How can we even speak to them? They're so afraid of love. One guy opened up about this one time. I'm grateful to him that he did. I wonder if that was Matt. He looked like Matt, so I recognize the photo, but could have been someone else too. But he said he's afraid of that. He doesn't know what love is. He asked us, why do you keep talking about love? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by love? I had come in under different accounts because I was Clay Putty. I said that the same thing, and then the next day I came as the blonde Karen, and I said the same thing, and then I came as Nikki Loves Dogs into the chat room, and then that Matt guy, he said, so many people lately talking about this love thing and compassion. What is this even, So many Nicolas talking about that. Well, that helped to reinforce the message a little bit, to have several accounts. And I thought that's quite courageous to say that you don't know what love is. Most people would not even say that publicly. And to honestly inquire into it, It's all about inquiring into different mental states. What is that? What does it feel like to feel compassion? What does it mean? What is the foundation for it? The foundation is that all of our chakra centers are completely wide open. And that's being alive, That's being fully alive. If you drug yourself with any substance that is toxic, whether that is cigarettes, alcohol, narcotics, opiates, pharma drugs, painkillers, or, I'm not going to get to that. I'll mention that in a moment. Just, the numbing agents. If you do that, you're like half dead. Like what I thought about at the dentist office one time. When I thought, I'm in so much pain, I just want everything to be numbed. Not just my cheek. I want everything to feel like this when I touch it. That's how my cheek felt, like this here. Exactly like that. And I was touching on it. It's like, oh, it feels like silicone rubber. I want my whole body to become a silicone rubber doll. Then I don't have to feel pain anymore. Then I can't be hurt anymore. I cannot be hurt. I can't be made jealous. I can't be tortured psychologically anymore. Wow. But I knew that that would be a lie, and I knew that would be like being dead. That's I'd be, I'd be like an embalmed body, carcass or something, in a morgue. It's the same thing, it's, then you don't feel anything anymore. It's just your spacesuit, And if you numbed yourself, there's still a soul in there. The cells are still alive, but you numbed everything. You numbed your nervous system. And then you're like a zombie. You're like half dead. You're not feeling, Being fully alive means feeling all of this. You cannot lie to yourself. Feeling the whole entire everything of existence. You feel it all. And most people want to run away from it as quickly as possible. And then in the process, they don't feel the other living being. They see other living beings as depersonalized objects, as material to use or to use someone for something to feel better. Not as individual beings, whether that's a cow, a pig, a horse, or a dog, or any being. They are just as sentient as we are. When you understand that, you cannot eat animals anymore. You cannot eat mammals anymore. So we have to eat some protein, unfortunately. We have to eat some, probably chicken and turkey once in a while, and don't eat too much of it. But you cannot eat mammals. Because they are just like you. They're just as sentient. They have the same nervous system. You can't use glue traps. It's very important. Pat said he uses glue traps. Don't do it. Don't do that anymore. Little mouses, they have the same nervous system. Okay, they feel the same things. They suffer. Cannot do that anymore. You can't use poisons anymore. You can't use pesticides. This entire ecosystem, it's one unit with us. We're one unit in this. And we have to take really good care of our ecosystem. The ecosystem is like our extended body. Okay, we live in and from this ecosystem, and all beings do. Okay, so don't want to make the video too long. Okay, you guys take care. Bye bye.